Okay, folks, hold up the movie. I'm holding the camera, and we're doing a one-handed review here. There is not much to say about this film. Can you angle the box a little bit differently because there's not a glare? Catch and Release. This movie came out the year I graduated high school. It came out in 2006 and is a very odd movie to feature Kevin Smith from Dogma fame or Clerks. It's just a weird rom-com from the early 2000s that's super not popular. It's considered it's the directorial debut of a lady named Susannah Grant. This is like my fourth or fifth review that I've recorded consecutively, so I'm kind of over it.
You're over it? Well,
But
why? But
because of my viewing audience, I have to be diligent to on camera talk about what I've been watching in the last couple of weeks. Hour and 52-minute runtime, directorial debut for Susannah Grant. Catch and Release.
Is that the blonde gal who plays the mistress?
It is the director of the movie.
Oh, sorry.
A fun factoid, the side chick is played by the girl that plays the sister in the movie Christmas Vacation.
Oh, yeah.
And she's also the girlfriend of Luke Wilson that cheats on him in the movie Old School that we reviewed. Remember?
Really? That was a while ago.
So the Rotten Tomato critic average for this film is 22%. However, over 100,000 audience members reporting, their average is 55%, so significantly higher. Okay. IMDb 5.9 out of 10. I am saying that this movie is better than the 22%. I think that's kind of unfair. It is obviously not the movie that I would normally watch or I am interested in.
Yeah, you like Jennifer Garner.
I do like Jennifer Garner.
Your girl right there.
She's some eye candy. If you were going to pick Jennifer Garner films, I would much rather pick 13 Going on 30.
Well, yeah.
If you're talking about a movie that came out in a similar time period, that is the far superior film to watch of Jennifer Garner.
It depends what you're going for, right?
So
I mean, this is better than what people gave it credit
for. Let's be honest though.
Decent.
The movie had a $25 million budget and would go on to gross $16 million at the box office. It debuted at a film festival in Austin, Texas. It was filmed in Vancouver, British Columbia. However, the movie takes place in Boulder, Colorado, so some scenes were shot in Boulder to give it a more authentic feel. I'm 3 out of 5. I think it's way better than the 22%. I think that's unfair. But
I think I'm 3.5 out of 5. It's pretty good.
Kevin Smith, love him. Jennifer Garner, love her. The eye candy.
Smith? Who was that?
He's the friend with the beard.
Oh, the guy who you said was low budget Jack Black.
I'm sorry, Kevin Smith.
Rude.
You want to talk about the premise for everybody that doesn't know anything about this movie?
So it starts off...
How did you even get this movie?
Oh my God.
Where did you find...
I can't even...
This came from your archives of rom-coms. When did you first know about this movie? This movie's almost 20 years old. It's 19 years old.
Are you going to let me say, or...
Go ahead. I'm just kind of setting it up right now.
Can I talk?
Go ahead. I'm setting you up.
I don't... What'd you ask me? This is what happens when you're...
How does it come... How does this
anything.
Movie come into your
When
possession?
did I find it? I don't know.
Did you know about this movie since the year 2006? You obviously own it. It's in your collection.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know who bought it. I mean, I love Jennifer Garner too, so I probably bought this in like 2010 from Blockbuster Video or something. It doesn't say Blockbuster on it, so maybe not, but it seems like something I would just pick up because I mean it's a love story, so he's gonna get upset. All right, let's hand him a remote.
Open it up. See if there's scene selection card, which is my favorite on older DVDs.
There's not. So
no.
Deal with it.
Hey, but I will tell you, there are special commentaries from the director/writer.
All right, so if you want to know the basic...
Oh, Timothy Oliphant. That's the other guy. So
if you want to know the basic plot, it starts off with her name is Gray, right? Like the most boring name you could ever have for such a beautiful woman, but whatever. That's a pet peeve of mine to have a boring name for a woman. Or a little girl. Anyways, her name is Gray. Terrible name, but a good character. She it starts off, it's like her husband or
fiance.
No, her fiance's memorial service or whatever. Well, not really. It's like the part after someone dies. They'll show them like Crime on My
the
Nightstand.
reception.
Yeah, where you come to the house and you're sad and there's food and
That's the best part.
The food is the best part.
And comfort from friends.
And comfort, hugs, and all that. So it starts off with that, and she's like sad, and it introduces the mother-in-law and these friends of his, right, that he lived with, and they were his roommates.
They were co-workers. They had a business together.
These guys, you've got like the hot one who's like the ladies' man, and then this guy over here, the low-budget Jack Black guy,
the
who's
Kevin
just
Smith
like
character,
funny, and he works for this tea company, putting like slogan, like he finds cute, like meaningful quotes and profound quotes, and he puts them on like the tea bags for like Celestial Seasonings tea or whatever.
Which is a great tea, by the way.
It is, and he's actually like really profound and like a super sweet guy, and he's cool. He's really nice. And then there's this guy in the middle who's kind of a background character. He's like a nice guy, you know.
Do they ever conclude his story arc?
Kind of boring. Well, he's only boring because they never really give much character development on him, right? He's kind of like
that's another reason this movie's not considered a classic.
But you know what I really like about this movie is the camaraderie and the friendship between all the guys. It kind of reminds me, I'm not going to give specific details or street names or city names, but it kind of reminds me of when Corey and I kind of first started dating and hanging out or whatever, that we had a house that we would always go to where a group of guys lived.
Called it The Lodge, and it was my buddy Seth's house in the Orange Circle in Orange, California.
Oh my God, Corey, I wasn't going to give like...
I'm not...
I just said I'm not going to say the specific city where he lives.
They don't know him. What are they going to do?
All right.
They're going to find his house on Culver Avenue in the city of Orange.
Oh my God. Okay, delete this.
It's a red house with
it.
White trim that was built in 1911.
Start over. Are you able to edit this out?
Just keep talking. No one's going to Google that.
Corey,
I didn't give the specific address. I didn't mention his last name. Do you know how many houses are on Culver Avenue?
Oh my God. What are you doing?
Anyway, just keep talking about the movie. We're doing it live, and I'm not doing a rollback, and I'm not doing an edit. Just keep going.
I am so sorry to a person whose name is not Seth.
His last name was not disclosed. Anyway, that's irrelevant.
I guess I shouldn't have brought that up. I tried.
What was the tie-in though? You had a house full of guys, then there's a lot of characters.
Yeah,
just like in the movie. And it was
what I wanted to say, it was like a hub for all the friends to come there, and it was kind of a cool thing because like one of the guys who was a friend who did he live there at the time? I don't know. I think he did. He would have, don't say his name, please. He would have like art shows and things, or they would have they would host open mic nights at their house, and there'd be poetry readings and food. And this was our friends, and this group was kind of reminiscent of that, like
real life.
So
a real life group of guys that just all hang out, and their house is the gathering place.
Yeah, and it was just kind of fun, and it's just kind of reminiscent of that time, like
in the mid-2000s, where your life is much more carefree. Well, your life is much more carefree, and you have way less responsibility.
Big bills to pay anymore.
What are you doing?
Okay, and now you're also showing my baby, which not a huge fan of that.
Okay,
I guess I've shown him before. All right. What was I saying?
So here's the whole thing. Her fiance dies in a skiing accident or something like that.
Oh, we don't really.
And then on the wedding day, instead of getting married, they're having his wake. And so the actual wedding cake is served at his memorial. But then things unravel. She found out that the man of her dreams that died tragically was not such a great guy.
He
had a side chick.
Massage therapist.
Yeah.
The whole time.
But then it's not necessarily as much about it's about her grieving process, but then she gets to know all of his friends and develop more close relationships.
Falls for this guy who at the beginning of the movie you hate him because he's hooking up with this other girl like in the bathroom.
Who's just a server at the reception for the memorial.
So you're like, oh, this guy must be like a creep, right? But then like you just find out that he's grieving and that was his way of like handling it, which wasn't
banging a random waitress.
A good
not
idea, but you can kind of tell that he's like he regrets it, right? But anyways, it's her journey of grief and her getting to know these guys, and then yeah, she falls for, you know, the good-looking guy.
Not the Jack Black knockoff, a.k.a. Kevin Smith. We love you.
I mean, he might have been... The Jack Black guy might have been kind of a better choice, to be honest. But you know, it's Hollywood, so she's going to fall for the skinny, good-looking guy.
So can we wrap it up here? Because we're running long. And I got to go back out for my sales call.
Okay, well, the themes of it that I liked, I guess, is what I was trying to say was that the friendship between the characters and just the camaraderie that they had, and also like she thinks because the massage therapist, he was sending money to the massage therapist, and so she's like, oh, because she had a kid, and so then it's like, oh, he has this love child or whatever supposedly, but then that takes a turn. There's twists with that.
Spoiler alert.
But it's like the relationship of the Jack Black knockoff guy. I keep forgetting
Kevin
his name.
Smith.
Sorry,
he's famous in his own right.
I'm so sorry, Kevin Smith. You're awesome. But I just can't remember things worth beans, I guess.
And we watched this movie like at 2 a.m. because this guy was very fussy.
He did not want to sleep. But it's just like cool to see how he kind of takes that mistress lady like under his wing and like
becomes a stand-in father.
Raise the kid as his own because he's like, this kid needs like direction and guidance and stuff. And then as a mom, she was like, this is too hard. Like I'm not ready to be a mother. Like I can't do this. And there's a sweet moment where he's like, you can do this. Like, you're amazing. You're awesome. And I'm gonna cry.
So there are positive
really
attributes.
Sweet.
So at the short of the long is it's better than the critics give it credit for.
Yeah, like you should really give it a chance. Like it's cute.
Sometimes those low. This is the very reason. Okay, folks, this movie is the exact reason that I started this channel because you see these this is an example of why I started this channel.
Yeah.
You see critics 22% critic average. They're not right. And that's why I like to review movies and tell you what I really think about them here on my own.
It's real life, right? I mean, this kind of stuff happens every day. People thought this guy was amazing and like, yeah, he might have had his good points, but he was kind of not a great guy.
And
it's her journey of grief to get through finding out that, and also like the friendship with the other characters.
I did not find these totals anywhere, but I bet you this was a popular rental when it came out. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
So comment down below if we're way off base.
It does have things I don't agree with. Obviously, it glorifies the whole,
hookup culture,
sex thing, and all that. But
that's the review.
All these type of movies usually do.
So just to recap, I'm 3 out of 5 and you're 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's worth a watch.
There you go.
One watch at least.
I'm not gonna watch it again, but
I probably will one day because
I'll
probably forget the plot.
Huge shout out Jennifer Garner. We love you. See you
and that other guy.
Low budget Kevin Smith, a.k.a. Jack Black, a.k.a. Kevin Smith. Goodbye.
Good job, Kevin Smith.